We've been doing this for a long time. We've been traveling the world and doing our thing for a long time, and it will never cease to blow my mind to be in a place like Philadelphia and see a room full of people singing songs that we wrote. So thank you, for real, from the bottom of our hearts to every single one of you guys for coming out and being a part of this. You know, I want to tell you, man, we didn't always play music together, and there was a time in my life when I used to think every day about how I wanted to kill myself. And there was a time in my life when my own guilt and my own dirtiness led me to such crazy shame that I got twisted in my head, man, and I thought the world would be better off if I were to just end my own life. And I found out, I think as I got a little bit older, that I wasn't the only person who felt like that. I think that guilt and shame, if we're honest with ourselves, are some of the things that motivate people in our generation more than anything else, man. We're ashamed of the way that we live our lives, and so we try to justify it by putting our self-destruction on the internet and trying to see if we can find somebody to applaud us in our downward spiral, right? And we say, man, well, I don't feel beautiful enough, that I don't feel valuable enough, that I don't feel loved enough, so maybe if I get more likes on my Instagram photo, maybe if I get more followers on Twitter, then I'll finally feel satisfied, then I'll finally feel the love I was looking for. And I want to tell you this, man, when I was dealing with my guilt, I began to look for answers anywhere I could find it, and it turned out that there were no answers in Buddhism when I called myself a Buddhist, and there were no answers in Taoism when I called myself a Taoist, and there were no answers in atheism when I called myself an atheist, and there were no answers in agnosticism when I called myself an agnostic. And when I cried out for answers in desperation, looking for anybody or anything to answer me, nobody came to my rescue except the one they called Jesus. And there was no answer. In all the expanses of human history, there was no answer for my sin. There was no answer for my guilt. There was no answer for my shame except the blood of the Lamb of God that was shed on that cross. Yeah. So I stand here today, man, not to tell you about some superstition or some story from an old book. I don't stand here today to recite some motivational speech I heard a pastor give one time. I stand here today as living proof of this one fact. Jesus is alive, and he's still in the business of washing sin away and giving hope to the hopeless. So I don't know who I'm talking to tonight, but I want to tell you, you don't have to live another day in your shame. You don't have to live another day in your guilt. You don't have to live another day in your sin. There is hope for you. And that blood-stained cross, if you would just reach out and grab it, man. This is your night. He's not far off. This is your night. He is not far off. So I want to know, Philly, are you still with me out there? No, I said, are you still with me? Let's do this thing. This song is out to anybody in this place who stuck with us over the years. This one's called Seraphim. Get up. And let the whole world sing. And let the whole world sing. And let the whole world sing. And we're angels. Here we go, Philly. Wake up. Show me what you got out there. Let's turn it up now. Yeah. Once again, I want you. Bringing our voices to another track. Celebrate with the wind, the spirit of God. The Seraphim before God.